So I want to talk about something that's been really annoying me lately. This is going to be Icks About Men, but single mom version. So something that's been getting under my skin is men not understanding what it means to be a single mom. So as a single mom, a single working mom, I have my plate full to the maximum, right? I don't have free time. The time that I do have free, I just want to relax. So one, I get it. I'm single. Yes. Do I want to date? Sure. If I meet the right person, right? But if you invite me out for a dinner, or drinks, especially during the weeknight, come on. You know I have things to do. I'm sure you have things to do the next day. I have a child to take care of. I can't just go out late at night just whenever, right? So you have to take that into consideration. So if you're really going to invite me out, one, make it worth my time. And what do I mean by make it worth my time? Just don't invite me out to dinner and drinks. Get creative. Invite me out for an activity. Do something different. Do something that's going to be worth my time and effort. I am taking time out of my evening to meet with you, to go and enjoy your company, to see how things work, if we're compatible. I'm making an effort, so I expect you to make an effort. So don't just assume that I'm going to be able to drop off my child somewhere, because most likely I'm not. So unless you're offering to pay for the babysitter, I'm not going on that date. Also, offer to pay for the babysitter. That's going to make me more receptive to want to go and spend my time with you. And another thing, do not just assume that you can invite me and my daughter out. No, I do not introduce my daughter to guys. That's a no-no. So there's that. And also, don't just assume that you're going to invite me out for drinks and I'm going to show up. What makes you think that I'm going to put my safety in jeopardy by drinking and driving? So unless you're going to offer to pick me up and drop me off or Uber me there and back, it's a no on the drinks during the week. So moral of the story is, come on guys, if she's a single mom, she already has a lot on her plate. So don't add to her plate. Don't make her life more stressful. Don't make her plan out the date that you want to take her on. Like, that's not going to happen. So all I'm going to say is do better. And to everyone asking me out on freaking dates lately, literally, if the shoe fits, then it fits, okay? That's all I got to say.
I'm a female that has 3 kids and I don't date because I have kids.
Do you date a guy with no kids where you make him a baby daddy?
No, I can't do that. No, whoever's with me has to accept my kids, and then they have to accept the fact that I won't have their kid. That's it.
Sometimes I do wish that I could release the feeling of wanting companionship or relationship with my person, because I feel as though it has held me back in a lot of different ways. Being a single mother, it has really made me realize that I've spent a lot of wasted time wanting and waiting for my person. I'm not sure if I'm saying this because I've had several failed relationships, several people have wasted my time, several people have hurt me, several people have lied to me. But I just wish that I could remove that desire. That desire has held me back in so many different ways. For example, when it comes to traveling, I always said, I want to start traveling with my person, with my friend. We can travel the world. I'm not trying to do this big lavish thing, but whenever we have the time and money, we'll just pick a spot and we'll go and build memories. That's always been my thing. I want someone that I can build memory with. Now, here I am, 30. I've only been to one country outside of the United States. I've been to a few states, but I haven't really done much. And that's because I was waiting. I was waiting on my person. Now, I am thankful prior to me having my first child and only child, because we're done. I am so thankful that I still had a lot of drive and ambition to accomplish several financial goals, education goals, career goals. Doing that, I actually don't struggle 100% in single parenthood. I still struggle, but not completely, because I did set myself up. So I'm so happy I wasn't that silly of waiting for a person. But as a single mother, I feel like there's so much I could have dedicated my time, my heart, my passions and feelings for instead of another person. Now, I don't know if I feel like this because I was listening to Solange sit at the table. That's my girl, my twin. I love Solange, okay? If I could be anybody, I want to trade places with Solange. She be getting in my feels. So yeah, I don't know. Also, I could be starting my cycle soon, but it's very unfortunate because I am a Scorpio and we love relationships. That is our thing. I'm about to reach 30. I just don't feel like I'm honestly going to meet my person, and I just need to let it go. But it's been so hard for me to do that because it's something that I truly want. Now, don't get me wrong. One thing I love about being a Scorpio, we just don't act on our wants. I can literally count all my relationships on my hand. I don't just be with nobody, honey. I don't just be with nobody. Have I made some mistakes in who I have chosen? Yes, for sure. A major one. Now I'm sitting here with a child and trying to raise her by myself and function through life. It is what it is at this point. I just keep it moving. I don't know if anyone else out there feels that way as a young lady here in this world, especially if you are a single mom. If you do relate, let's talk in the comments. I don't know. I just wanted to talk about this and get it off my chest. Bye, girl.
So every guy I've dated or semi-dated has a problem with how close I am with my baby daddy, because they think that, like, if he wanted me back, I would go back. Like, yes, bitch. What? I'm tired of being a single mom. Sign me the fuck up. You should be worried. You're just lucky he don't want his family back.
You know what it takes for a woman like me to go out on a date?
What it take?
I gotta get a babysitter for my kids.
Okay. Should a nigga pay for that?
Yes.
I gotta pay for the kids that you made prior
Just
to
because
me.
guess what now? A part of me is my kids. I'm a business owner. I'm a mother. I'm holding down the household. That's why
And I shouldn't have to pay for your trying.
I'm not saying every day. I'm saying, okay.
No date.
A man that's for me, in my opinion, they know that, okay, she's a mother of two. She's holding down a business. She's holding down a house. She's commuting from Jersey to New York. All right. How much is your babysitter? Oh, how much do you pay your aunt? Whatever the case is. Oh, I don't give her nothing.
9
you know
times
what?
out of 10, she taking her to her mom's crib and pocketing
If she
the
got
money.
that, if a certain type of man that knows what it takes for a woman to raise children, I'm gonna give you $50 to give to your aunt or something like that. I'm not saying like $100, $200.
This is why I don't date one with kids. I'm being honest
Don't.
with you,
Do you
bro.
have children?
No, I don't.
And that's why, because a man that has or knows what it takes to date a woman that has children, they're gonna understand that.
One of the biggest struggles that we face as single moms is deciding if we should start dating again. We know society is so judgmental of everything that single moms do, but especially when it comes to dating, it's a minefield. There's so many things that we need to consider for not just ourselves, but also our children. Childcare logistics, financial concerns, even the fact that you are choosing to be emotionally vulnerable with someone is a scary thing. What impact could this have on our children? Because we're bringing a new person into our home dynamic. But what I want to say to you, Mum, is that it may be difficult, it may be scary, you may be thinking it's not worth it, but what is worth it is you finding happy and healthy love, and you are deserving of that love. Even though people may judge, I encourage you to open your heart to it, open your mind to it, and see what happens.
Dating as a single mom, one of my biggest pet peeves. When you meet a man out, meet him on a dating app, online, at a club, wherever. Follows you on Instagram, you post a picture of your kid, and all of a sudden you get that message that, oh my God, you're such a sweet mom. I didn't know you had a kid. Sir, why the fuck would you know I had a kid? Please tell me. Like you're pouring tequila down my throat in the club and I'm supposed to just be like, yeah, by the way, I have a child. And plus, like, why would I even tell you that? Like, I don't know you from Adam. I don't know you from a bucket of paint. Why would I inform you about my little chicken nugget that I have running around? That makes no sense. Like it really makes no sense, and it's baffling. Why do you feel the need to let me know that you know that I have a child? I know I have a kid. I don't need you to tell me that I have a kid. I see her every day. Why
are you trying to bash me for learning from my mistakes and trying not to repeat them? Nothing is more frustrating than when men start trying to devalue you because you're a single mom and now you have higher standards. It's like they want you to keep making the same mistakes. Like, it's like, okay, you think I want to do the same shit again? Like, why are you trying to bash me for learning from my mistakes and trying not to repeat them? It literally doesn't make sense, and it's actually really fucking annoying, but whatever. We're just in a sassy man apocalypse, and I'm learning to accept it.
I feel like I'm so desperate for love, y'all. Like, I want to be loved so bad by men. I've been alone for so fucking long. I really, really desire sleeping next to somebody every.
So I want to talk about something that's been really, really annoying me lately. This is going to be Icks About Men, but single mom version. So something that's been getting under my skin is men not understanding what it means to be a single mom. So as a single mom, a single working mom, I have my plate full to the maximum, right? I don't have free time. the time that I do have free, I just want to relax. So one, I get it. I'm single. Yes. Do I want to date? Sure. If I meet the right person, right? But if you invite me out for a dinner, or drinks, especially during the weeknight, come on. You know I have things to do. I'm sure you have things to do the next day. I have a child to take care of. I can't just go out late at night just whenever, right? So you have to take that into consideration. So if you're really going to invite me out, one, make it worth my time. And what do I mean by make it worth my time? Just don't invite me out to dinner and drinks. Get creative. Invite me out for an activity. Do something different. Do something that's going to be worth my time and effort. I am taking time out of my evening to meet with you, to go and enjoy your company, to see how things work, if we're compatible. I'm making an effort, so I expect you to make an effort. So don't just assume that I'm going to be able to drop off my child somewhere, because most likely I'm not. So unless you're offering to pay for the babysitter, I'm not going on that date. Also, offer to pay for the babysitter. That's going to make me more receptive to want to go and spend my time with you. And another thing, do not just assume that you can invite me and my daughter out. No, I do not introduce my daughter to guys. That's a no-no. So there's that. And also, don't just assume that you're going to invite me out for drinks and I'm going to show up. What makes you think that I'm going to put my safety in jeopardy by drinking and driving? So unless you're going to offer to pick me up and drop me off or Uber me there and back, it's a no on the drinks during the week. So moral of the story is, come on guys, if she's a single mom, she already has a lot on her plate. So don't add to her plate. Don't make her life more stressful. Don't make her plan out the date that you want to take her on. Like, that's not going to happen. So all I'm going to say is do better. And to everyone asking me out on freaking dates lately, literally, if the shoe fits, then it fits, okay? That's all I got to say.
Let's visit the harsh reality of dating as a single mom. More importantly, a solo mom. You can't. I have entertained the thought of it here and there, but I realized very quickly I do not have the space for it. Between raising my son completely alone and my business, I do not have anything left to give anybody at the end of the day. I have a cat, and when she tries to cuddle with me after my son goes to bed, I am almost repulsed sometimes and I feel terrible about it. Another human? No, 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 no. And whenever I'm in a relationship with somebody, I love to give. I really do. But I'm in a position right now, and probably will be for a long time, where all I would be able to do is take. And that is not fair to anybody. Not only that, I just cannot be a good partner and a good mom at the same time right now. And I am going to choose being a good mom over anything and everything every single day. Not only that, but who trusts men around their kids? I know some people are the exception. Anyways, while we're here, I do have a question. For any mom that has been in a position like me, specifically the moms that have their kids full time, were you ever ready? Are you ready? Did that ever happen to you? I do fantasize about having a life one day where maybe I can have someone again. I do crave that connection. Not only for myself, but I would love for somebody to step in and show my son what it's like to be a real man and what it's like for his mom to be treated well, so he can use that as an example for himself on down the road. Was it when your kids got older? Did you just feel ready inside? Or did you just have somebody pop up one day and you're like, oh, I can be ready for you? I don't know. I just have questions. Anyways, right now, my love story is just being the best mom that I can be, and I'm okay with that.
8 months ago, I left my 10-year relationship, and we have 2 kids together. We started dating in high school all the way until now, at the age of 29 years old. And the thought of dating just makes me cringe. For the last 8 months, I've really been working on myself. I haven't talked to anybody. I have gone out and, enjoyed myself. And, there's, occasionally, guys will, slide in my DMs, but I honestly don't respond because I'm like, I don't have time for this shit. There's, 3 reasons why I don't want to date anyone. 1, this is the first time that I've literally ever been single since high school, and I have 2 kids, so I really am just focusing on them and myself and on my happiness, our happiness together as a family. 2, The thought of somebody else like coming into my life like scares the living shit out of me. Seeing these videos on TikTok about like step parents being evil to their other half's kids, like that will not fly with me. My kids come first, absolutely not. And number 3, like I don't have time to be sitting on my phone texting someone like, what's your favorite color? What's your middle name? How many siblings do you have? Like, I just don't have the time for that. Getting to know someone. Like, I'm just gonna be single the rest of my life.
You know, I put my ears like Simisola, never again. 3 mistakes I made when I started dating as a single mom. See guys, I'm so glad those mistakes did not turn into commitments, because if I had committed to those people, I'll probably be suffering it by now. I don't even know if I'll be here telling you guys about mistakes and telling you not to make the same mistakes. Number 1 was settling. I thought in my head that because I was a mom with a child, plus a child that has additional needs, finding someone wanting, someone having interest in me, someone wanting to date me, someone who's probably, looks really good, has a good job, and I'd start to settle on my own morals, on my non-negotiable. I just settled. And it was such a really bad thing because it didn't help me in any way. I just found myself constantly trying to excuse bad behavior, making exemptions where I shouldn't have, and I settled on so many things. I did not only settle on job, like, oh, the person had to have a certain level of job or be earning a certain income. I settled drastically on that part. I settled on finances. I settled on even my own non-negotiables as to what someone has to, or attributes that someone has to be able to be in my life and my son's life. And I beg you, as a woman, please do not settle. There are certain compromise, yes, but settling, absolutely not. Number 2 was getting attached too soon. Because I'm a single mom, and because of my child situation as well. And if it's a man, let's say it's a guy who's never been married, doesn't have children, and such a person takes attention to me, I start to feel, oh my God, this guy is such a catch. Oh my God, he likes me. Oh my God, this and that. And then I get too attached too soon. Any small, maybe them making time for you, them doing certain things for you, I just get too emotionally attached to these people. And that sets me for failure, like down the road. And I'm just glad that I'm not that kind of person anymore. Another one, I would say, like, one was being the convenient choice, was being the convenient woman, especially if this man is someone like maybe is really your spec in every single way, maybe even your spec when it comes to career, finances, and all those things. Then I became the convenient woman for them. I excused a lot of bad behaviors. I ignored so many red flags because I couldn't believe this handsome, successful man that's never been married, never has a child, wants me. And I became so complacent. I became like a walkover for such a man like that. And that's a mistake that, I put my ears like Simisola, never again. So to my fellow single moms, we are not settling, we are not getting attacked too soon. And please, let's stop playing house with this man until they finally show us that they truly deserve it. Okay, bye.
I won't lie to you, sis, yeah. I need a man with a couple kids, couple baby mums, couple marriages under his belt, I need a man with experience, yeah, because I'm a woman with experience. I think I'm really going to struggle to be with a man that's like not a dad. I mean, it's not impossible. I know there can be men that are like really mature, but like, especially, okay, hold on, let's backtrack. Especially if he has no kids, never lived with his partner, and his longest relationship was like a year, 2 years max, and the guy is almost 40. That is not a man for me. I'm sorry. I need someone that's had relationship experience. Like, fair enough if you didn't get married, but, you've been with your partner for like at least 5 years. Or like you had a kid together and didn't quite work out. I just need someone that's going to know how to like run a household with me. Do you know what I mean? Like, I used to be a stay-at-home mom. I used to run the show, run the thing. So I need a man that knows how to slot into that. I don't want him to be learning for the first time because I got kids, man. I got kids. My excuse for everything that I don't want to do, I got kids, man. I can't take that on. I got kids.